All right, so we get on the pond. We get on the pond with the canoe, and I'm like rolling up, hitting it. Marlon just going in his canoe, like just rowing, singing, and I'm just like, ooh. And he was just like, can I hit that? I'm like, yeah, you can hit it. You can go ahead. I'm like, wait, you ain't got no test coming up, do you? He was like, no, I shouldn't have one. Well, Howard and Sherbert, it's like, it's the beginning of the month anyway. Like, if they was going to do it, they would have already did it. It's like, nah, so I should be good. I'm like, all right, cool. So I passed it to him. And we hitting. Man, we underestimated it. We underestimated that plug. Even though I was hyped and I knew that it was going to be some gas, I did not expect it to be gas. Because that was some gas. Literally, we in this little pond in the back of our yard, in a canoe, smoking. Lifted. We was floating. I swear to God. When I first got on that canoe, because this was my very first time in the canoe, because I said I wasn't going to let him take me on this water, because I don't know how to swim. I don't know how deep this pond is. And like, he just be taking the kids out here to fish or whatever. So I'm just like, all right, we gonna see. The first time I got in that doggone canoe, it was just a rocker. Before I went to smoking, it was rocking. It felt very unstable. After I started smoking, that shit was smooth. That was no rocking, no nothing. But we was floating, trying to figure out how we were going to get from the middle of the pond back to the end of the pond so we can get out of the goddamn pond. But we was high. So we sit up there smoking, boating, high. And I'm looking around. I'm like, Marlon, we about to get lost. Mind you. The pond was literally just a pond. It was a circle. It wasn't like big, nothing. You could not get lost in a damn pond. And we was in a canoe, okay? So I'm like, Marlon, we gonna get lost. He's like, Key, hold on, wait. You don't feel that? I'm like, what am I feeling, Marlon? He's like, we ain't rocking no more. We steady. I'm like, oh shit, we steady. Mind you, we high as fuck. And I'm just like, Marlon, we gotta get back to land. Oh my God, we in the middle of the ocean. Marlon, we in the middle of the ocean. She's like, Key, okay, calm down. We gonna get back to land. And when we get back to land, we gonna feel good about being on land. I'm like, you know, that's right. But what happens if we hit a rock and we go under? If we go under, Marlon, we gonna die. We gonna die, and the kids gonna be in the house wondering where the hell we at, because we out here smoking and boating. He's like, no, we told Jackson that we was going outside. They could literally see us from the bedroom window. Like, if they come out in the backyard, because I told them they can play in the backyard when they get done eating. So when they come out in the backyard, like, they gonna see us, it gonna be okay. I was like, okay, all right. So we just gonna sit here and we're gonna wait for Jackson. We gonna wait for Jackson. He's like, no, we're not sitting here waiting for Jackson. Key, I'm about to take us back to land, baby. You gotta trust me. We going back to land. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna trust you. We going back to land. Like, baby, give me back to land, because I can't swim and I ain't got no life vest on. And we out here in the middle of the pond smoking. Why are we smoking and boating? We not supposed to be smoking and boating. And Marlon's like, you right. Damn, this probably wasn't a good idea. I'm like, Marlon, how are we gonna get back to land? The whole time, we literally drifting to land. But because we not really conscious of what's really happening, we sit up there trying to debate how we're gonna get back to land that we were already drifting towards, because we literally in a pond. We are in a pond. So we going back and forth, and I'm like, Marlon, what happens if like an alligator come out of nowhere and just like boom hit the boat and we go over? I'm like, you gonna be able to save me? Because I'm like, I can't swim, but I can backstroke. That's one thing the Navy taught you. If you don't know how to swim forward, they teach you how to backstroke. So I can backstroke my thing all the way to land. Dude, I need to get out and backstroke. I'm like, damn, I got on my good shoes. I'm like, but you should be good, because you got your Walmart shoes on, so you should be good. But I got my good shoes on. Like, fuck, I can get my shoes dirty. He was like, Key, why don't panic? Do not panic, baby. You gotta trust me. I'm the man. Trust me. I'm gonna get us back to land, baby. I'm just like, in my head, nigga, what man? You not the man. I'm the man. And the man is panicking. Okay? All right, woman. The man is panicking right now. I don't know what to do. Like, I do not know what to do. But as we're sitting there trying to get back to land, we ended up back like drifting back onto the side. And when we got him, so I'm like, oh my God, we here, we made it. I get out the canoe because I'm just like, nigga, I see land, I'm about to get the fuck out before this canoe decides it wants to go back in the middle of the pond. Knowing that's not how this worked. That's not how that worked, but I was high. So that's how that worked. In my mind, if I didn't hurry up and get the fuck out that canoe was gonna take me back to the middle of the pond because it wanted somebody to come and get me. That's what I was going with. So, get out the canoe, go back in the house. Jackson was like, "Mom, you okay?" Because as soon as I walked in, Jackson was sitting in the living room watching TV, and I walked in. He was just like, "Mom, you okay?" I'm like, "I'm fine, Jackson." We just went on an adventure, and we got back. I ain't think that we was gonna make it back because I thought the Loch Ness monster was gonna come get us, grab us out like an octopus arm was gonna come out and get us. He was like, "Mama, y'all didn't go that far." I'm like, "What you mean? We was in the middle of the pond." He's like, "No, y'all weren't in the middle of the pond. Y'all was just right there. Y'all didn't go far." I was like, "No, but we was rocking, we was moving." He was like, "Mom, I was just watching y'all. Y'all didn't go. Y'all wasn't in the middle of the pond. You maybe was like a couple of inches from the side, but you weren't in the water like that." I was like, all right, okay. I need to go to bed. So I went upstairs and I went to sleep. Because, ain't no way I'm thinking I'm in the middle of the pond and you telling me that I'm only inches from the doggone shore. Like, oh, hell no. I need to go sleep this shit the fuck off. And because what? So I go upstairs to lay down. And when I go lay down, Marlon come in and sat on the bed. He was like, Key. I'm like, yeah. He was like, yo, that's some good shit. I was like, yo, I know. Cause what? Cause that shit Larry had us smoking was some fucking Reggie. Cause fuck no. Cause this is how it's supposed to feel. This is the feeling I'm used to. Cause what the fuck? Like yeah. He was like, babe, I gotta talk to you about something. I was like, what? What you gotta talk to me about? He was like, I don't know what's going on with Kion, but that nigga's not listening to me. I was like, I just had this same conversation with his teacher at school today. He's like, you at school today? I was like, yeah, I had to go pick him up. He's like, you picked him up from school? I was like, yeah, oh yeah, I didn't tell you about that. Like, yeah, I had to go pick him up at school. So I ended up telling Marlon the story of what happened with Kion. And Marlon just like, yeah, for some reason he's not listening to me. It's like anytime that I tell him to do something, he just looks at me and don't do it. It's like he'll do the opposite of what I told him to do and then laugh about it. And I noticed that he just started doing that recently. I'm like, really? He was like, yeah, he's not listening to me. Anytime I tell him to stop or to, put something down or to do this or do that, he does not listen to me at all. I'm like, He's like, you think Carter's rubbing off on him? And I instantly, just like that, sobered up. Because one thing about me, if I am under the influence and anything happens with my kids or my kids are brought up in any way, it's an instant buzzkill. Because I don't know if it's something in me that automatically feels like if my kids are brought up, I'm going to automatically have to defend them or what. But it's just like an instant, I'm sober. So when he said that, he was like, you think, Carter's rubbing off on him? I sat up. I'm like, no, I don't think that Carter is rubbing off on him. Carter is doing what Carter's dad tells him to do. Kion is just trying to find himself, trying to test his boundaries. That's what Kion is doing because he's 4. Carter's not here enough for him to pick up on Carter like that. Carter's only here on weekends. Not here enough for him to pick up. So Martin was just like, but, anytime that Carter is around, he's so close with Carter. And I was like, Marlon, Carter ain't got nothing to do with Kion attitude right now. I'm like, because I went through the same shit with Jackson when he was in pre-K. Jackson was throwing desks at his teachers. Like, literally picking up chairs, throwing them at his teacher. I'm like, I've dealt with this with all of my kids when it comes to them in school. And, understanding, you ain't going to get your way all the time, but you can't pick up things and throw. Yes, Jackson did the same thing when he was Kion's age in pre-K. Yes. So, to me, I'm just like, okay, This is just something that they go through. Because Jackson went through it. He got through it. I don't think it got nothing to do with Carter. Let's not make this about Carter.